Bankrupt crypto exchange FTX suing parents of founder Sam Bankman-Fried. FTX saying Joseph Bankman and Barbara Fried used the company to enrich themselves and their causes. Here with the details is Yahoo Finance's Alexis Keenan. Alexis.
Yeah, this is the bankrupt FTX entity going after Sam Bankman-Fried's parents, Joe Bankman and Barbara Fried, both Stanford law professors. And in this complaint, it says that they either knew or they ignored that certain asset transfers that they received from FTX entities, and there's a variety of them, that they were fraudulent. Now, Bankman is an expert in tax law, and he became an employee of FTX in 2021. And in this complaint, it says he, quote, wielded significant influence at the company. Now, this suit seeks to claw back what is more than $40 million in asset transfers that went either to or for the benefit of the parents and their causes. Now, take a look at some of those transfers. They're from a variety of these FTX entities. Back in January 2022, $10 million in a gift that FTX says was disguised as a loan. That went from Alameda, the associated hedge fund, to Bankman and Fried. Also in February of 2022, a $19 million wire from FTX that went to pay for an oceanfront home in the Bahamas where FTX was headquartered to buy, that was bought by Bankman and Fried. They're the ones who accepted the deed for that property. Later in 2022, $90,000 in expenses for upkeep of that home. Also flowing from November to 2021 all the way till May 2022, you have $5.5 million, a little bit more, in donations that went from FTX to Stanford University, where Bankman-Fried's father was employed and still is. In 2021 to 2022, also one more there. Of particular note, this is donations that went to Bankman-Fried's Barbara Fried's political action committee. But the way that the company says that that was accomplished is that the company used an employee who has already pled guilty to charges having to do with FTX's collapse. Nishad Singh, he was supposedly accepting transfers and then pushing them to this PAC that was run and organized by Bankman-Fried's mother. All in all, they say that these two Stanford law professors, very experienced, sophisticated folks, tenured at Stanford University, should have known that the company should not have been making these transfers. They say they did all this. This is just an allegation at this point, all the while knowing that the company was on its way to collapse and on the brink of bankruptcy.
All of this, of course, coming ahead of that big trial for Sam Bankman-Fried in October. Alexis Keenan, thanks so much for that.